what's up guys? David the Film Junkie here, doing a little film review, kind of a belated film review I guess you could say. Doing a film review on Men in Black 3. I know the movie came out like a week and a half ago. Yeah, well I suck, that's all. I simply suck, and not in the good way. In the bad, like, not doing my job kind of way. You mean this job I do for free? Yeah! Anyways, yes, this is a review of Men in Black 3, of course the third Men in Black, starring Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, Josh Brolin, and of course directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. Did I say that right? Barry Sonnenfeld? Something like that? Yeah, anyways. Of course, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones return as Agent J and Agent K, and Josh Brolin plays Young K, which we will get to in a bit. First of all, I'm going to start off by saying I love the first one. Love the first movie. Awesome. Just everything about it was great. It was a new idea. It was goofy. It was the chemistry between Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith was just awesome. There was nothing. They just have perfect chemistry in that first one. Second one sucked my left pinky toenail. That's disgusting. And I was really disappointed in it. And I was a young little lad. Because that came out like, what, 2002, 2003? This is how good I am at my job. Again, I suck. Second one came out and it just was like, the villain was crappy, Laura Flynn Boyle, right? And it had Rosario Dawson. I can't even say shit right. You know, that was like one of her first like movies that she started getting noticed in, and it just sucked really bad. Unbelievably bad. So I was like, oh god, they're making another one, and I remember hearing that they were having all kinds of problems with the script, probably because Will Smith's a big douchebag. I mean, that's what I've heard, that he's just got an ego, and I think a lot of it was probably him, because Tommy Lee Jones is not in it that much in this one. Obviously because they do the time travel thing, but yeah, there was a lot of script changes, there was a lot of things going on. I heard that the only reason why he did a third Men in Black because it was going to be a time travel movie. Other than that, he didn't want to do it. You just wanted to do a time travel movie? Well, yeah, you did it, and you didn't do it that well. Yeah, the movie was decent. It was better than the second one, but overall, I was kind of disappointed. Because, I mean, I don't know what it is, but the second and third Men in Black just cannot capture what they captured in the first Men in Black. I think they overdo everything. They really overdo the special effects and the action. Like, the first one had some, you know, pretty over-the-top stuff, but it was like, they weren't really trying to, like, push the boundaries, you know, and, like, these huge aliens are, like, you know, like a big, huge fish in the middle of the street, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, everybody, bring it in, look at this. It was just, that's kind of lame. I loved the first one. They were really trying to, when something would happen, they were really trying to keep it all secret. Like, oh wow, we can't do this. I don't know, it's just something about the first one was just so great, and these other two are just overly done with the action. They just can't recreate what they created in the first one. Of course, the story's about, you know, Agent J, Agent K, they're kicking some ass, and then there's like this villain played by the guy from Flight of the Conchords. I've actually never seen Flight of the Conchords. I heard it's funny. I know I suck. Again, I need to watch that. I forgot his name too, but he plays Boris the Animal. And he's, you know, on this prison on the moon, which, like I said, just overly done. Like, too out there. Yeah, Kay put him there back in the 60s, and then he escapes, and then gets a time travel device, goes back in time, kills Kay, and Jay is the only one that remembers Kay when he, you know, yeah, it was kind of a weird thing how they kind of explained that. Is it something with chocolate milk? I don't know. But anyways, so Jay goes back in time, ends up meeting up with Young K, which is played by Josh Brolin, and of course, just like what everybody's been saying, and of course, you could tell by the trailer, is Josh Brolin really steals the show here. He doesn't just do a Tommy Lee Jones impression, he becomes Tommy Lee Jones. You know, Josh Brolin is actually becoming one of my top favorite actors. Anything that he's in is just good. He's really good. He really just, you know, lets the character take over. I mean, I even saw a little bit of when he played George W. Bush in W, and I was like, wow, this guy is doing he looks and acts like George W. Bush. Wow. It's not that hard because the guy's a fucking idiot, but you know, whatever. But of course, yeah, he totally steals the show, and I'm sure, like, when a lot of the big reviewers, and if Will Smith's watching that and the people are saying that, he's probably not too happy with that because, like I said, Will Smith's kind of a douchebag. I mean, that's pretty much the best thing of the movie. Like, you know, the character, the Flight of the Conchords guy, I remember seeing him in that one movie with Dinner for Schmucks, and he was funny in that, that he wasn't really funny in this. He was just angry all the time. Just Boris! Everybody kept calling him Boris the Animal, and he was like getting pissed off about it, and he had these big teeth. And he just wasn't, they didn't utilize him well at all. You know what's funny is, when I started watching it, probably about 10 minutes in, I was like, you know what, I bet you we're gonna see this. You know, I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but I was like, I bet we're gonna see this. Sure enough, we saw it at the end, and the people who already see it, you already know what I'm talking about. Anyways, and then it was funny too, when they started getting to that point, or actually it was, I don't know when it was, but when they were talking about, you know, death, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go into it, and then I saw this soldier character, and I was like, oh, okay, that's okay, and yeah, okay, and yeah, so I guess the ending, so it wasn't a shock to me, you know, I knew it was gonna happen. So overall, if you're a fan of the Men in Black movies, see it, but it's nothing too exciting. It's, you know, it's got its good action. Some of the jokes really just didn't, you know, I was like, meh. Yeah, the jokes just, you know, sometimes they just didn't hit, you know, some of them were funny. And, but whatever. But, yeah, you know, I wasn't too impressed by it. Better than the second, I'll give it that much. Josh Brolin did an awesome job, but overall, I'd say wait for it. Wait till it comes out on video, or download it illegally, whatever you want to do. But anyways, guys, sorry for the belated Men in Black review, but yeah, that was it. And, hope you enjoyed it. And, I'm David the Film Junkie, and this has been a film review of Men in Black 3, oh yeah, D. Because Will Smith's head looked a lot bigger in 3D. Good thing I didn't see it in 3D. Jesus Christ!